And joining us now to give us more insight into this latest development is Marcus Papadopoulos, the editor of Politics First. Mr. Papadopoulos, welcome to the programme. Firstly, what do you make of Russia's response to the UK?
Well, I think that Russia has acted in a very rational, level-headed way. They have asked, in accordance with the Chemical Weapons Convention, for a sample of the alleged nerve agent that was used in Salisbury. Regrettably, the British government has refused to provide Moscow with that sample. And there is very little else that Russia can do. I think the Kremlin has made it very clear, and especially at the United Nations Security Council this week, that it wants to cooperate with the British authorities. But it takes two to tango, so to speak. Whilst Russia is willing to cooperate, unfortunately, the British government is not willing to cooperate. And so that begs the question, why doesn't the British government want to cooperate? Why doesn't it want to provide to Russia a sample of this nerve agent that apparently was used to try and kill Sergei Skripal? And I would say it is very embarrassing how British ministers have been behaving over the tragic affair in Salisbury. The likes of Gavin Williamson and Boris Johnson are intellectually challenged, as well as being completely unprofessional. And I've been saying this for a long time now, that the calibre of British politicians in this day and age is very, very low. And I believe the remarks of the British Defence Secretary, Gavin Williamson, demonstrates that.
Sure. And Doctor, what do you make of Corbyn's position on the alleged Russia poisoning?
I think Jeremy Corbyn has been very grounded from the very beginning. He has said that what happened in Salisbury was a heinous act, and it was. He has also said it needs to be fully investigated, which it must be. He has also said that the Russian government must be forthcoming in wanting to take part in this investigation, which, of course, the Russian government has said it is willing to do.
Sure.
And yet, despite Mr. Corbyn being level-headed about this affair, he's been castigated by opposition MPs and also MPs from within his own party. This is the man who back in 2002 and 2003 was questioning British and American military intelligence about Iraq having weapons of mass destruction.
Sure.
He was proved right then.
Sorry, Doctor, I just want to jump in with one more question. How far do you see this escalating exactly? Some are suggesting that this could be the start of a new Cold War.
There's a lot of sensationalism surrounding the Skripal affair. In regard to a new Cold War, well, I'm very sorry, but the Cold War never ended. Certainly the ideological element of the Cold War ended. But in terms of the element of great power rivalry between Britain and Russia, Russia and America, that never ended in 1992. Anyone who is familiar with Anglo-Russian relations will simply say that whilst the Skripal affair is extremely serious, it is part and parcel of relations between London and Moscow.
Sure.
Ever since diplomatic relations were established between the two, they have been very problematic. London and Moscow do not like each other, and they never will like each other.
Thank you, Doctor. I have to jump in there. That is where we have to leave it for now. But thank you, Dr. Marcus Papadopoulos, for being with us here today.